What's good? What's good? What's good? How we doing, y'all? Okay. Testing. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? No? Alrighty. Testing. All right, we there. How we doing, y'all? How are we doing? Alrighty. So let's see if so for folks that aren't aware, we are gonna be interviewing the homie Terp review, Tato the Picasso, the homie. And yeah, so let's see. Let me get my call real quick. Yep. Ready to go. Alrighty. So bro's about to come in here in a sec. Okay. What it do, guys? How are you doing? Everyone. Yeah, Tato the Picasso. Oh, what's up? What's up, Damian Luck? What's good? What's good? What's good? Can we get a sound check really quick? Make sure we're good in the chat. Alrighty. The spray pack shit's getting out of hand, bro. I swear. But it's definitely important to talk to people. All right, we good? Alrighty, we good, we good, we good. Okay. Okay. Although some of the sour diesel, the dispo weed is poison. Wouldn't lie. Okay, guys. So man, we got some really dope videos coming out here, by the way, soon too. We got the next videos coming out is kind of a redo, but it's an overview of the Chinese mafia, how the Chinese mafia took over the large swaths of the illicit cannabis trade. It's going to be interesting. I've already talked about that a little bit, but yeah, or kind of equivalent. I'm puffing that Star Dog. If you guys haven't seen that one video I did too on the shout out to the Albanians. Man, where's the Tato de Picasso? What's your guys' thoughts? So like right now we're seeing New York is the epicenter of a lot of the spray pack stuff, right? I would say New York, Atlanta, a number of different places. It's not. I mean, it's the thing about the I mean, these sprayed or infused terps is like this has been kind of subtly on the West Coast as well. I mean, if you think about it, like Jeter, for example, one of the biggest brands out there, honestly, and they dip their their joints into terpenes, and that shit just does not. First of all, I don't get how people like those. Second of all, not for me. Not for me. Third of all, it's just kind of goofy to me, bro. But some people like the flavoring. It's not for me personally. I'm not one that's gonna be. I'm not trying to hate on other people, but do what you want to do, but just make sure you're aware of what it is. All right, let me call this fool. Are you about to? You gotta download the app. All right, all right. We'll see you in a sec. All right, he's got to download the app here. What else? What are you guys puffing on right now, though? Let me know. We got how many people we got? We got 48 people. Let's climb that up a little bit. Let's climb that up a little bit. Yeah, but so we'll get started here probably the next 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, right here. If you guys haven't seen this video, go watch it. We're putting out like the pretty much the part 2 version of this pretty soon this week, I think. That's gonna be dope. This one, yeah, this one's pretty dope. This one's like my personal experience as well. There's a little bit of my personal story in here. Plus, just kind of takes it to like a broader, 1,000 feet, kind of looking down, kind of seeing the entire landscape and how it's developed. It's definitely like like I said, this one we're pretty much going to be doing this one, but it's going to be an updated slash much more expanded on version. It'll be a lot longer as well too. I think it'll be like 25 minutes or so. So what's up, fam? All the way up from Anchorage, Alaska. Shout out to Alaska, by the way. I love Alaska. Seriously, love Alaska. I've been there. I've been there once. A lot of friends up there. Been growing mine for years. They take the herb, not good for spray packs. Been growing mine. Yeah, grow your own, guys. Grow your own. Absolutely. One thing I'm really excited about too is I'm building out right now a home grow facility pretty much, and it's like about a 1,500 square foot garage that we're converting in. I mean, we're already growing it for medical use, and we're gonna have like 5 or 6 different tents up, running different mediums, different strains, different cultivars, different lights, a bunch of other things, and it's gonna be dope. So all that content's gonna be coming out here probably the next like month or 2 probably from now. I've been working on this kind of quietly. I'm excited for it. But yeah, grow your own for sure. Definitely. What else? So like spray pack wise, man, I just like I said, the key to spray packs here, guys, is that we need to make sure that folks are educated, but everyone should have their own, be able to make their own decision up, But all right, here we go. Finally got him. Haha. What's up, bro?
What the fuck is the word, broski?
How you doing?
I'm alright, man. Chilling, chilling. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, bro. I'm doing well. Just been grinding, bro. Just trying to get it, How's it, bro? So how's your year been, bro? It seems like you've had a big year.
Well, honestly, man, I kind of went through fucking a midlife crisis this year, bro. Like when I turned 30 years old, I kind of started like I fucking looked at the sky and started screaming at God. I'm like, yo, where the fuck is my life headed? I kind of like really went crazy, and then out of nowhere, like everything I fucking asked him for just started coming with a little hard work and dedication. A lot of people like to ask God for blessings, but they don't like to meet Him halfway.
It's a fact. I definitely, yeah. I mean, you're getting pushed for a reason, bro. I mean, things. God or whatever you want to say is up there. It puts you through different tests. Pushes you, and it's important about putting yourself in those uncomfortable positions. Try new things, right? And that's typically where the
Absolutely.
best. That's typically for me, and I think a lot of other people where magic happens. So
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you exceed your own expectations unintentionally.
absolutely, absolutely. So man, let's jump into it, bro. Let's talk about how much time you got, by the way.
Bro, come on, let's do this. This is a long time in the making. Let's get this
Yes,
shit
it
done.
is, bro. I know it is. Really quick, let me fix this camera shit real quick. Well, here, let's start out real quick. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Why are we here?
Listen, man, my real name is Abel, like the Bible, Cain and Abel. I'm from the Bronx. Well, I'm from Queens and the Bronx. I grew up in Queens, so I was about 14, 15, and then I moved to the Bronx.
Okay.
Um, and not just anywhere in Queens. I'm from a project housing complex called Pomonarch Houses. But that's neither here nor there. Now I'm now as far as where I'm at, I don't even live in the fucking Bronx anymore. You here with me?
Sorry, my bad. There we go. Now, so okay. So wait, what was the housing? What was the apartments you're from, or the neighborhood?
Oh well, is a project complex called the Pomonarch Houses. That's where I grew up in as a child until I was about like 14.
Okay, and that's it. And what
That's in
borough is that in?
Queens. In
Queens.
Queens.
Okay,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Queens. I like Queens a lot.
I actually love Queens.
Yeah.
Queens has its good and its bad, but I love like my favorite part honestly is like Astoria, Long Island City area. It's very diverse, but I love it. It's very vibrant.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I guess let's go back to so you kind of had like a midlife crisis. You said, right?
Yeah, bro.
Like, so just kind of walk us through that. I want to
Just
hear.
cause like everyone, I guess social media or everyone in general is like the fucking age police, and they try to make it seem like once you hit your 30s, it's like it's fucking over for you, or you didn't make use of your youth the right way. It's like I guess I started to feel that way, and I guess that pressure of actually becoming a real adult started to weigh on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, bro. It's kind of crazy when you're younger. You always want to be older, right? And then when you're older, you want to be younger. It's like,
Yeah, bro, it's
yeah,
fucking crazy. But I mean, I guess my age hasn't really caught up to me in the looks that much yet, because I never really did hard drugs ever. I
yeah,
just smoked weed and occasional alcohol.
dope, dope, dope. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 30.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
30. Okay,
I was
yeah,
born 93.
93. Okay, I was born 96.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, bro. So let's jump into so let's kind of get started. Where does Terp review start? Or I guess there's Tato the Picasso, right? That's AKA you, right?
Tato the Picasso, listen, I used to just be Tato. The
Tato.
Picasso came about because I don't know if you've ever walked through Times Square in the summertime and see naked women with body paint on them that says "I love New York" and they're trying to take pictures with tourists. I started that business. I'm one of the originators of that. I used to be out there body painting. Literally, if you go on my personal page and scroll down a bit, you'll see videos of me actually body painting these naked women. And that was just my first business venture. I guess that was my first that was the first time I was really in the public eye so much, and I went viral.
Okay. And what year did you start that?
That shit I was doing that like 2015, 16. I started that shit almost 10 years ago, bro. Damn, time goes by mad quick, bro.
It does.
Damn.
It does. The older you get too, the more time goes by quicker, right? Because that's why when you're younger, it's because you've only lived a short amount of time. So like 1/4 of your life is like only 4 or 5 years if you're it's trippy, bro. The older you get, time goes quicker. But
But it's crazy that I don't even feel old, bro. Like
you're
I
not old, bro. You're
swear.
30, bro. It was hella funny. You're like, kind of cops for my age, and I was like, I thought like you look like my age. Dog. You look like you look like in your 20s. I thought you were about to say like
Yeah, I'm gonna
you're
lie
like
on
47. I
every
was
interview from here on out. I'm lying about my age, all right?
like, yeah. Uh, man. So all right. So let's get to what we're here for. Let's get into the Terp. So Terp reviews. When did that start, by the way? And then when did the spray pack start to come about? Give me that
Well,
whole the
in New
front.
York, the spray pack's probably been here for about a year, some change, probably even more. But I got more aware of it around like well honestly the first time I ever smoked sprinkles, I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine earlier. Shout out to Joe Money, you know what I'm saying? Um, but him and I were having a conversation about the first time we ever had sprinkles. The first time I had sprinkles, I was in Jamaica, Queens, at a friend of mine's house. His name is Kyle. And he went to some block, I don't know where, but he came back like 45 minutes. He even left us alone in his crib. And then he came back with a bag of sprinkles. I think it was bubblegum sprinkles or some shit like that. But it was the first time I ever had sprinkles. And it's the smell was true to the bag. Like, and it was the first time I looked at him, yo, why the fuck this shit really smell like a bubblegum, bro? And he was like, yo, this is it. I didn't know what terped weed was at that time. But just know, Sprinkles clearly has been doing this since before we even knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and what year was this roughly?
This
You
was
said
2018.
2018. Okay, so this has been happening, bubbling for a minute.
Yeah, but that was the first time I had Sprinkles. Now, Sprinkles wasn't that accessible to everyone though. Like it was actually a real exclusive thing now. Now it's like you can go to most smoke shops or have a plug in New York that might have it.
Yeah, but that's more so because the name blew up. Right now, there's a bunch of fake, brands, fake packaging, or is that kind of or
Well,
no?
I mean, there's some people I've seen a few videos of people getting exposed trying to sell fake Sprinks, but for the most part, Sprinkles like does their packaging to a way it's hard to duplicate it, so to say. Like
Yeah,
they got their verification stickers, they got their little. But at the end of the day, come on, man, the Chinese people can fucking duplicate anything.
yeah, they
Not
can.
Chinese, nothing racist, but you guys are fucking
Oh no,
geniuses.
no, dude, it's a testament, bro, to them, bro. They're very crafty, bro. They
For
know. I
sure.
mean, literally, dude. The moment you release something, they're gonna have it pretty much within. Well, the problem is a lot of times people order from there, right? And then they've got the prototypes or whatever,
Yeah, and
for
the same people who work in the factories of the original manufacturer clock off and go work for the duplicate one. They got the source already.
yeah. No, absolutely. So when did you start to see like specifically the term spray pack start to pop out?
The spray pack really started to pop off like heavy in New York around like September of last year. It was like September, like maybe like August of last year is when I started to see it really boom.
Yeah, I mean, it really did. And like, what's your thoughts on this? I kind of had this idea. There's a lot of like younger kids, right, that I think were kind of, grew up in the like flavored vapes era almost, right? And I feel like that has kind of transitioned into now those people looking for flavor in, anything really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't sit here and say that I'm the biggest fan of the Terp Infusion era because I grew up in an era in New York where it was sour and haze. That was our first top shelf za, whatever you want to consider za. That's the first za that we had.
And chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah, and chocolate, but that still was along like a hybrid Reggie.
White Widow.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but now we had sour and haze. That was our shit, bro.
Those
That
are the
was
two
our
Yeah.
shit.
eras. Those are the two big eras of the like pretty much what like 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Cream and
Yeah, like it was like till it was probably till like about 2012, 2013, 14 that like New Yorkers were open to trying other shit. Cause New Yorkers would go to the West Coast and still ask a nigga from Cali for sour. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been over to New York. Last year I was over there like 4 times. I'm gonna come to New York here soon. I gotta figure out when, but No, I've done a lot of videos on New York, bro, and it's been dude, like New Yorkers are like really loyal to their sours and their, you know,
Because it's a very prideful city, you know.
yeah,
These people from the city are very prideful.
absolutely. And this is the thing that with like folks that are like, I don't want to say old heads because I don't consider you an old head necessarily, but like someone that comes from a different era, I hear this from everyone is that everyone says, hey, like, I'm not really with it, but everyone in the market wants it. So I'm
I
gonna,
like it. Don't get it fucked up. I don't want to sound beat Terp reviews and say, hey, I'm against Terps. No, I love the Terps, bro. But to an extent, like I don't wake up off the wake up which is my personal preference. Off the wake up, I smoke some non-terp weed, and then as the day gradually goes, I'll smoke some terp weed. But I like the terp weed. All weed matters to me, bro. Honestly, if you see my logo, it says that shit on my logo. All weed matters.
no, that's dope.
It's
Yeah,
just that, like some people got their preferences. And I get it too because there's a lot of growers in this industry who have worked their asses off to try to provide different natural terpenes and flavors for us. And is kind of like is it like the terp era is kind of like saying it's like a big fuck you to their hard work.
yeah, no, I hear you. What's your thoughts though on like potentially some of the long term negative health consequences with it though?
We don't know yet. I don't know if there is any negative health consequences.
This
But
nausea,
you will see it in due time.
people's stomach hurting, shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, there's definitely that. I mean, it's we'll see in due time. I think this is I'm not necessarily against the trade. I mean, I'm pretty against it, but it's not like I'm not like I just want people to be understand what they're consuming. That's all. Understand the risks of it, right? That's really the main thing. And then I kind of had this whole theory about it kind of ruining, taking away from potentially, the sector of breeders and people that are trying to hunt for new flavors. After I put that video out, that little quick video out, I got a lot of pushback. Slash, I got I don't think it would be like as catastrophic as I thought it would be. Just some people kind of talk some sense into me about it, but I think it's really about just making sure people are educated about it. But like this is the thing though. So like for example, here's like a good comment. And this is something I talked to, the homie Will at
Flavor
Flavor.
Farm Labs, that's my boy.
Yeah, yeah, he spoke highly of you when we
Nah, I
talked.
fuck with him heavy. He's a really good guy, man.
Yeah. Right here. So Ethan Smith says so. Just so like, what's the thing like right now with like for example sprinkles, right? Is it just a bunch of LCG sprinkled with not sprinkled but sprayed or infused right with a bunch of different flavors? It's the same. It's the same flour. It's the same like thing that's
Look,
grown.
I can't say every brand does this, but a lot of brands might get a good LCG or a good runts or something along that flavor and might terp it. Now there's some brands whom I know personally that they actually use different flour per flavor. Um, they're actually working hard to get their names out. They're actually doing it the right way. And you see people like Sprinkles, they get huge commercial grows, some good flour, and then they just reterp that shit with different flavors. And I know this for a fact because I've smoked every single sprinkle flavor. Like if you were there with me, bro, and I opened up every sprinkle bag, you can't tell me that's not the same weed with different terps.
Mm.
A
And
lot of
so
people a lot of people are doing that. You got to realize, bro, with this whole terp infusion era, as much as I don't like sprinkles and I can't stand them because they're just like there's just certain things, bro. They could show more love to the community, so to say, But that's neither here nor there. But they did set the blueprint for this terp infusion era. Every one of these brands, their packaging, everything is just trying to keep up with the quality of sprinkles, even with the holographic verification sticker, like the AI generated graphics, the this, the that, everything sprinkles paved the way, and now it's just these other brands is just following suit.
what about what about gumbo? Have you been hearing about gumbo at all? Are they
Gumbo's gumbo, man. They listen, man. They was, I guess, some people, even myself, at one point, I kind of felt like they was falling off a little bit, but they came back, and they came back pretty strong. And you know why I like gumbo more? than Sprinkles because instead of Luca hating on me and blocking me, Flytrap and the team reached out to me. Shout out to King Minute, shout out to Charlie Brown Gumbo, shout out to Luca, shout out to the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with y'all heavy, man. Like at the end of the day, I was talking mad shit about Gumbo online, and what they did, the Gumbo reached out to me. They said come pick up some weed. You can try our new drop. And it was actually good. They didn't even put no money in my pocket. They just genuinely reached out to me. They gave me the fucking red carpet at the Gumbo event on 420, and they treated me good, bro. They didn't do some hating that shit like Sprinkles and block me. Sprinkles blocked me, bro.
Yeah, that's never really smart in my opinion, ever to do that. I think it's way smarter if you just for any cannabis brands out there or people that are, individuals or brands out there. I would say like embrace the media. If you get like
Embrace the youth, embrace the people that's on their come ups at the end of the day. Because when you
yeah,
do shit like that, like that's like a old school rapper who already had his success hating on the younger generation. No, you keep them under your wing and you embrace them to keep you relevant.
exactly. No, that's definitely the smarter move. I mean, it's really stupid to be doing. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. The
They could
smart
have
one, yeah,
they could have had me official marketing rep. They could have just fucking reached out to me and said, "Hey, I love what you're doing." They didn't even do that. They
yeah.
blocked me.
So they block. So why did they block you?
I don't know. I used to have someone, an old video editor, him and I parted ways. I have a new video editor now, but he had left a comment on one of their drops. He said if you guys keep dropping so consistently, you're gonna run out of Terp juice. And then they blocked him after that. Then after that, they blocked me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like I don't know who runs.
Well,
I'm
it's
not
not.
sure.
It's not actual Sprinkles page. It's the Torch World page, but the real Torch World page. The real Torch World page blocked me. I can only see the drops from the fake Torch World page, the one that says Torch.world, not the real Torch World page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of weird. Like it's funny. Like you don't really see a lot of these spray pack, brands or whatever you want to say it like that, or like sprinkles. I don't like. They don't really like come out in public and like show their face, right?
No, but people know who they are. People like I'm not gonna say no names on camera,
Yeah,
but if
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
no, no,
about
don't. Yeah, we
if
don't
you
know
if
that.
you know about Sprinks and shit, like you know who runs shit for New York, you know who's who and who's not, like niggas know. It's not a fucking mystery.
No, I don't think it's a mystery, but I think it's interesting. Like, you know, are people really trying to put their name on this? Like that. And that's another question for you. Are you like, let's say, like a bunch of people get, sick like 10 years from now? Are you gonna feel like a little bit responsible or no?
I mean, I'm gonna be part of those fucking people that got sick. So
So we're in yeah, I feel that. I feel
it's
that.
like shit. We got high together. Let's die together.
Hey, I can appreciate that. Like at least. I don't know. That's the one thing I kind of grilled Will, not grilled him on, but like Will had a good like response, but Will doesn't like smoke his own product. And I'm always like, I think you should consume your own product if you're gonna sell it. But I am not. I get it, but
Just like a music.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't aware that Will didn't consume his own product, but it doesn't surprise me.
he doesn't smoke weed. That's not. I think that's more so what. And this, and I will
Um,
say, like Will is someone that like like I interviewed him. Like he's an OG. Like he been trapping since like the '90s.
nah, he's a real one. I know people that knew
Yeah,
him from some
he's
dark situations in life.
yeah, 100%. And like I will say, like when I talked to Will, like it's interesting that because for him it was like he was somebody that had been in the game forever, went to prison for this, right? And he was like, I need, the weed, came back. The weed game is super saturated, and like this gave him a whole new avenue and a whole new, you know, lane to be able to, actually still be in cannabis as as a profession, which I think is interesting.
I mean, because you got to think about it, man. After all these smoke shops opened, all these dispensaries, it kind of made your local trapper who was surviving off of this obsolete. You know, it's like you don't got to deal with the sketchy person. You can just go to the counter, ask. You know, the only thing I can say definitely the West Coast versus the East Coast. When you go to purchase cannabis at a dispensary or anywhere on the West Coast, they're more knowledgeable about the flower. They definitely can tell you more about what you're purchasing than someone on the East Coast. People out here just know if it's za or not.
Yeah, no, I mean it's getting better though on the East Coast. I will say, there's a lot of people out there that are super passionate, that are educated, and are trying to educate more people. But I mean, it's just in general, like it's always been the West Coast was the production, East
Well,
Coast
you
is more
guys
the
are the
consumer.
mecca. You know why you guys are the mecca of this shit? It's because the climate out there is perfect. It's roughly about like 70 degrees all year round. It's the perfect climate to grow. You know, states like New York or anywhere else is seasonal for us.
Yeah, I mean there's indoor though, but I think it's more so a space thing, right? It's a space thing. It's a bunch of different reasons for it, but I mean, there's always been like the trap, like it's in like if you look at it like for a lot of ways, the trappers on the East Coast are much more like celebrated than the growers, whereas the growers on the West Coast are much more celebrated than the trappers. It's interesting. That's what I always kind of say. What's interesting about New York, and so yeah, I think New York is coming. You guys are popping off. You guys have been, like I said, the how long do you think that this spray pack era is going to last? In my opinion, too,
I, I
is it
think
ever going
given
away?
I think it'll last a pretty long time. I think it'll be here for like I think it'll be here until we see the health effects.
Yeah,
I think if there isn't any long-term health effects, like most people assume that there would be, um, I think it'll last a while. But if people start seeing negative health effects, I think it'll decline. Like, because we're not a dumb society. A lot of the youth don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. Most of the youth, you know, people look at you like, "Ew, you smoke cigarettes," and
yeah, but a lot of people
I
smoke
actually
weed though.
love that that's a norm. But yeah,
Yeah,
the vape is equally bad.
no, it's different. I mean, no, there's definitely differences, but I would say just the ability. There's no like ritual. Like I used to smoke a pack a day, so cigarettes, right? When I was younger, when I was in high school, all the way, and then eventually I got the only thing that got me off it was this Jewel, and I'm like, yo, like I don't even like cigarettes anymore. This like that's the crazy part.
Yeah, I have went to jail for a few years, and when I came home, I smoked a cigarette, and that shit was gross. I never wanted it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll smoke one from time to time, but it just doesn't. It's honestly because this is so much stronger, bro. This is like one pack of cigarettes if nicotine is in one of these, bro. Like it's really much stronger, bro. But anyway, that's a whole thing on its own. So has there been any so let's just make it clear to it, like for folks that aren't aware, there's a difference between so walk me through like there's the infusion machines, right? People like Will, Flavor Farm Labs, and then there's the bucket, home spray. Explain those things to me.
All right, so like the bucket method, there's actually even an actual spray method too.
Yeah.
There's people who are actually spraying the fucking weed also. So now when you get like a pack that's supposedly terp infused and the weed is too dense, nine out of 10 times they didn't use the machine nor the bucket method. They fucking actually sprayed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've already learned during my terp review process. I've learned which packs are like that, and I know it's supposed to be my job to expose certain people like that, but I just won't do the review at all.
Mm.
And I'll still take their fucking money for being pieces of shit. I'm sorry. But it's because it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, we don't know what it's doing to us in general. This whole even when you're using the machine that Will's doing, right? Imagine someone's actually just spraying fucking terpenes on it and just trying to let it dry out and then telling you this is fucking cocoa mango cherry and it actually smells like it, but it's actually really doing damage to your fucking lungs. I'm not okay with that. At least with the process that the machine does, at least it makes me believe that it's burning out all the harmful chemicals. Like like I said, we don't know, but I would assume that the fucking machine is safer than even that bucket method. I seen the bucket method at a convention in Vegas a few years back, and I didn't think it was gonna get that big, but it actually fucking did.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's all of it's bad regardless, but I mean, yeah, if you're using a machine that's, you know, quarter million that helps burn off some of that stuff, that's better. But like I said, there still could be definitely bad for both. But I would say too, like this another point, and like, you know, I think it's definitely something we need to be, you know, have an honest conversation about. Like somebody that commented this brand new grower, he said, "What about all the pesticides on weed they're spraying too? Sprayed terps is just the tip of the iceberg." That's true. I mean, that's definitely true. And there's a lot more. There's just a lot of shit on our weed that I think as time goes on, I think we're gonna get more and more. You know, as we learn more, as more people, if people get sick, if you know, there could be actually specific, you know, sicknesses that are like directly tied to, you know, the consumption of, you know, certain. I mean, the first one really was actually like the acetate like propylene or like vitamin E acetate with the vapes, right? And like those killed people, bro. Like that was a huge thing,
Yeah.
you know. So it's definitely gonna be different. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll have to see. So, have you traveled anywhere else, like besides New York, or and like, well, actually, let me start this. In New York, what like borough, where is it more popular? Like, was it popular more with the younger folks? Is it popular with like,
It's popular more from like the 15 to 30-year-old crowd,
yeah,
like which is obviously the younger crowd.
hmm
Um, Honestly, bro, everybody's starting to get on the wave. I couldn't even tell you who's more popular by because I got clients that's fucking pushing 40 and they like, yo, you got some spray?
How much does it help the price on it, for example? Because I was talking to Will, like, you know, the what he explained to me was somebody brings in a pound, like a fire, you know, let's say a fire pound of like some, let's say some top shelf, you know, like some LCG, let's just say. They bring that in, and then they, you know, let's say they bought it for, I don't know, like 1800 or whatever it may be, and then they bring it in, get it infused. They pay the fee, whatever it is, like $50 a pound or whatever. I don't even know how much it is.
Nah, it's 300 a pound.
300 pounds. Sorry, 300 pounds. So they pay 300 pounds. So like, let's just put that. So that's 2,100. Let's just say make it actually easier. So let's say the pound was $2,100. That's a lot, obviously pretty high, but for the West Coast. But add on 300, that's 24, and then from 2,400, you know, out the door, people are getting this for like, you know, getting this off for like 5,800, 6,000. Or am I wrong?
You're right. Some people are able to get a whole plate off, well, for about 44, 4,500 or more.
Crazy.
And that's just selling it. And then imagine if you sell it in breakdown and you got motion and you get it all off in eighths.
What's the breakdown on that? How much does it increase the price on a breakdown for like, let's say an eighth, like let's say top shelf.
Think about it, bro. Think
Yeah.
about it. There's 32 eighths in a pound. I mean, there's 32 eighths in a quarter pound. So that's just doing the math. What 32 times 50? Hold on, so 32 times 50 equals 1,600 times 4. Boom, 6,400 would be on the breakdown. You heard?
Yeah, definitely.
6,400, and that's if you're selling it at 50 a pop.
That's
Sometimes you can
crazy.
get them for more, for 60. You know what I'm saying?
100%. What like what are some of like the popular spray pack brand, like what like flavors more so? Like
People love them some fucking marshmallow, bro.
marshmallow?
Marshmallow is the that shit took over New York, bro. Niggas love them some marshmallow.
Mm, okay. What is it, just marshmallow, or is there other popular ones, or is it kind of like whatever?
At this point, it's kind of like whatever, but I know everyone prefers a marshmallow Terp. If it
Okay,
say marshmallow on the bag, people are more receptive towards it.
absolutely. So tell me, like, what's your like what's your future ambitions? What are you? What do you have going on? What do you?
Well, I have a lot going on as far as the cannabis industry goes. Don't want to disclose too much because there's a lot of haters and biters in this industry who might
Mhm.
even have more capital than me. Definitely might have more capital than me and can accomplish my goals faster. So I don't want to give away any ideas, but I got a lot going on, and I have like two really really big reputable brands that want to do something huge with me.
Oh, that's dope. What are you gonna like start to branch out? I've seen some of your content. I need to look at. I need to kind of see some of the recent stuff. But I mean, it seems like you've been bubbling up, getting, going to events, doing a bunch of, you know.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of I'm doing a lot of promos for smoke shops and events, hosting places. Yeah, things have been going up. I kind of been getting like a celebrity status in my city, and it feels kind of good. I'm busting my ass all my fucking life, bro. It's about time it paid off. And I have always had ambitions of pursuing a music career, and at the end of the day, when you're a comedian on Instagram and you go viral and then you try to transition into music, it's really hard for the public to take you serious because you're a fucking comedian. You're a funny guy to them. See, I'm not doing much comedian shit, bro. I'm just smoking weed on camera and rating it. I was gonna do that shit anyways. I was gonna smoke anyways. I just did it behind the camera. I got some clout off of it and a lot of opportunities, which I'm very thankful to God. But that's what I hope to do eventually. I hope to transfer the fans, the supporters over to my music and bring my career to a whole different level. Now I did want to make you aware also, I was already doing pretty well financially before Terp reviews came about. I own a cleaning business called A&Y Cleaning. We clean residential homes and commercial businesses. And I guess in order for plan A to work, plan B had to be in full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes complete sense, bro. That's super dope, honestly, to hear. Like, you set yourself up, you establish other businesses, and then you went on to like go kind of chase your dreams, right? Which
Yep.
I can respect that a lot, bro. That's dope. That's super impressive. Um, that's awesome, man. I love that. It's so hard to be doing like canvas media stuff in general, bro. It's hard, bro. I mean, it's hard to like
No, it's
figure
not
out.
easy, but that's why I have a team, and I have a good videographer who he listens, even though I put him a lot of the pressure sometimes, but he understands that, this shit isn't easy, bro, because at the end of the day, you got to think about it, bro. I'm dealing, yeah, it's just weed. Yeah, we might love weed, but I'm dealing with a lot of people, like, that I'm in business with, and I'm not trying to displease anyone and now have an unnecessary enemy. I'm not Superman, bro. Remember, we still dealing with drugs, bro. So I gotta make sure I move accordingly because I don't want to get in trouble with nobody.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What
You know what I'm
yeah, have you got any like you given any bad reviews ever?
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I've given some bad reviews, but this, like I said, I'm not out here trying to build enemies. If someone gives me something I dislike, I let them know, look, I ain't like this one, but I'll do a review on this one, alright, and shit like that. I tell them I give constructive criticism. I don't want to use my platform for bad, bro. Like I don't want to use my platform for hate. None of that. Like I did enough bad and hateful shit in my life. I'm trying to turn a new leaf.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely feel you there. I definitely can feel you there. Yeah, no, it's definitely a weird balance with it all, bro. You definitely want to stay positive, but you also want to keep it real too, though. Make sure that but yeah, keep it positive though, which is good. Um, okay, so kind of last few questions. Are there any like trends right now bubbling up that are besides in cannabis in New York that you've noticed that are kind of new or no?
Any trends?
Yeah,
Well,
like like newer trends that you started to see, whether it be like
hmm,
brand, whether it be like a new,
like trends. But listen, man, the biggest trend that I started in New York is Terp reviews. People reviewing cannabis. People reviewing Terp infused packs. If you know anything, I'm him. I'm the one. I'm Obi-Wan. I I started this, and whoever came after me, shout out to you. But I'm the original. You know, at least for New York City, the whole Eastern Hemisphere. Put it like that. 'Cause I seen people doing reviews on Twitch and shit like that. Shout out to my boy Lil Mop Top. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing on Twitch and he follows me too. He showed me mad love. But he's for the West Coast. I'm for the whole Eastern Hemisphere. I'm the voice of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I get like I'm not a hater, bro. Anybody who's doing they thing, keep doing your thing. And if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But you know where we stand. I'm him.
I love it. Yeah, I would say like what would you tell like for example, let's say you know you're a little bit older, let's say you have kids, right? What would
I
you
ain't
like
got no
have?
kids yet.
No, no, I know. I'm saying like theoretically, when you do have kids, right? Like, would you want them smoking like the spray packs or no?
Bro, honestly, and when it comes to cannabis in general, my kid can't smoke in front of me. Even if he doing that shit outside with his friends or she or whatever, doing outside with their friends, you can't smoke in front of me until you pay bills in my fucking house.
I like that. I
Cause I
like
can't
that.
be hypocritical. I'm not gonna be mad at you if you come home high. I'm gonna be mad if you think you're gonna be smoking weed in my fucking house and you're not paying a bill here.
I like that.
You
I
feel
like
me?
that. Yeah.
Shit like that. I can't be hypocritical because yes, I definitely indulge and XYZ, but I'm not gonna be one of those parents where I'm gonna be in the house getting high with my kid. Nigga, you got a job? All right, yo, you gonna pay this light bill this month? All right, then I might pass you a blunt. But if you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm not gonna enable for you to do that and you're not being responsible about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. You
You
gotta
know
have
what
your
I'm
shit. You gotta
saying?
have your, you gotta have your shit together. You know, can't be.
Right.
You know, like that'd be bad parenting, right? I mean, I completely
Yep.
agree with you. Bro. That's a good response, bro. I like the response. What are you about to travel like other markets? Gonna go check out? Have you been going down to
Bro,
Florida?
I've been bro. I did like about a month ago or so, maybe a little over that now. I traveled all the way up to fucking Boston. From
Yeah.
Boston, we went to Rhode Island. Rhode Island, we stopped in Connecticut. I was with Fat Boy SSC and we did a little tour. And yeah, I got mad love in Boston, bro. Boston and Rhode Island, just know the Terp wave is out there. Everyone out there smokes sprinkles. Everyone out there is also dropping Terp brands. It's in Boston too. It's in Philly. It's traveling, bro. It's in Texas. It's in Florida. It's in Cali already because you guys are the fucking ones making it. Come on, it's everywhere. But you gotta realize, yeah, New York might have made it big, but because we're like the fucking mecca of America. When you think about New York, we're trendy, bro. Everything we do becomes a thing. Not trying to big my city up more than it should be bigged up. People before me gave us that reputation. They worked hard for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's a big market. I mean, there's how many people in New York State? What, like 50, like 35 million, 38
Yeah,
million?
and this city in general, like you can go anywhere in the world. There's only about like two other cities that remotely are close to being like New York, and that can be Tokyo, Japan, and the UK.
The UK is dope, bro. Shout out to the UK, by the way.
Yeah, big shout out to the UK. You know, their culture has definitely traveled here, and our culture has traveled there. You know, like New York and the UK are very similar to each other, and especially in the musical aspect, they fucking use grabba in the UK and shit like that too. You know, like the culture is very similar. They just talk like this, bruv. You know what I'm saying, fam?
No, I love that. No, I'm about to go out there soon, bro. I've been I got a lot of homies out. I got a lot half my family's over there. My dad's from Uganda, but they're British, so yeah, I'm gonna get out there. Yeah, shout out to London, shout out to Manchester, shout out to all that. No, bro. So what in terms of just overall kind of okay, so let's like get a little out of the last couple questions. So outside of the terp, you know, infused terp, spray terps, what in terms of like the have you been seeing any of like the cannabis legalization you know things going on there in New York?
Absolutely.
What's your thoughts on that with like some of these shops getting shut down with like just kind of give me a
I think it's very, very unfair that they're doing this to all these shops because New York is they're not even like making it easy or possible for a lot of these shops to even get their licenses the right way. They're making it almost impossible. to where the rules and regulations that they haven't even been lenient on is why the black market is starting to boom. You understand, bro? They weren't quick and swift on actions on how they were gonna fucking like enact the rules they were putting out, and now they just wanna shut people down and fuck up how people are living and feeding their families. That I think that's wrong, bro. They weren't clear on the rules, and they didn't set they don't even make it easy to fucking follow them.
Yeah, it's definitely like, I mean, I've studied the whole New York thing. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty crazy, bro. Like the DSNYC, you know that, like, you know, the, what's it called, the that private fund, private public fund, called the, anyway, I can't remember what it's called. It's crazy, brother. Yeah, they did a whole bunch of corrupt shit, bro. I got a video taken down that like covered the whole thing, but yeah, no, it's definitely it's gonna be interesting though to see like how is it gonna all turn out? Are they gonna be able to really get rid of the black market or not? What's your thoughts on that?
They're not gonna be able to get rid of the black market because even when these shops do get the right paperwork and the right licensing and XYZ,
They close down at a certain time.
not even that they close down at a certain time, they're gonna be more expensive than your local drug dealer.
That's true. That's
Who wants
number
to
one.
pay $60, $70 or $80 for a
50.
fucking eighth when I could go to my man's down the block who got better weed than that for 50,
Yeah,
for
and
40?
and you guys are so compact together in New York that
Got
it's
it
like
30.
yeah, you don't have to like go like drive to go. You could just walk around the block, and there's probably someone that could serve you, right? Like,
Yeah, but now the smoke shops are that accessible too, though. Now, bro,
I know
you
a
on the
lot of my
block.
homies in New York hate the smoke. Like they hate the, like, not the smoke shops, but they hate the, like, the bodegas that be selling.
Yeah, because they sell China packs in there.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
Come
already
on,
know.
man.
I already know. Yeah. Well, hell yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna probably wrap this up here. You got any last things? You know, shout yourself out. You know, in terms of where they can
Now
find
you
you.
already know, man. It's your boy Tato the Picasso with Terp Reviews, the voice of the trap. And make sure y'all tap in, all right? Hopefully he tagged my page right here when I'm talking this little bit of shit. Terp Reviews and Tato the Picasso. I got music dropping really soon. You know, I've already post snippets of it on my page, XYZ. Just know the city is mine. The city's actually ours this summer. Are you shitting me?
You know, top 5 Slizzy. Shout out to Cash Cobain, the whole Slizzy Entertainment. I know what's up.
You know what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, he with my.
Alrighty, you're breaking up there.
Is looking up, and I'm very thankful to God, and I'm very thankful to all my supporters who have shown support during this whole movement.
Hell yeah. Right, brother. Hey, man, long time coming, bro. I'm glad you finally got to get on the show here, and
Thank you for
we'll
showing awareness to what's going on. First and
yeah,
foremost.
of
Thank you
course,
for
of
that.
course.
Thank
We
you for
gotta link
that.
up when I'm in New York next time.
Nah, you already know, bro. As you can,
Oh, we could bring him on the show.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, we got a podcast coming, man. Another
Hey,
thing,
hell
they
yeah.
gotta stay tuned for that. We got a podcast coming. Nothing but good content, man. You know, we about to build off of this platform that God has blessed me with, and we're gonna keep blessing you guys with true information and making sure you guys get a bang for your buck. Don't nobody want to buy a sealed bag, and that shit is trash. All right. So I'm here to let you know what's it and what's not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro.
You already know I appreciate you too, gang. It was definitely a pleasure. And hit me when you on the east. I'm gonna hit you when I'm on the west. I'm gonna be there really soon.
Please do. Yeah, I live up in Seattle, but I'm gonna be in LA next week. So make my
Okay.
way. All right.
All right, bro. Have a good day, man.
Appreciate you, bro. You too. All right. What are you guys' thoughts? I thought that was pretty interesting. Been a long time coming. Um, shout out to the bro. Appreciate him coming on. Um, you know, hey guys, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the spray packs. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but you know, I think it's important to at least understand the phenomenon, understand, you know, because you never know, guys. Like things like this, like it's started to already grow pretty massively, but like things like this can become massive. I mean, and especially like because there's a dangerous aspect to this. I think it's super important that folks in the cannabis industry are like talking about this and really educating folks on like truly if if terps are bad or not. Terps are great, right, when they naturally occur, but when you reapply them, from extracted, terps, they're synthetic technically. Stuff, it can be 100%, long-term health, you can definitely have some, health complications long term from this, right? You know, there's a bunch, yeah. So, like I said, just be careful with this, guys, and just be aware. I know most people, that are watching this don't really smoke it. It's not really like, affecting them. So, it's not the biggest deal. I just think, especially because it's like targeting, younger kids, right? There's specifically younger kids that are, consuming this. It's something that we got to definitely talk about. Any thoughts though? Let me know in the comments here. What's your Telegram? We got shout out to my friends over at Yuzu Forest, by the way. The homies at Yuzu Forest have been lacing me up. Really, really fire. I'll put a link, I think, down below here in a sec. Let me put it in the chat, bro. Let's see. These are the homies. Yeah, Yuzu Forest does not sell any spray packs. I can bet you that. And let me get my homies to send this real quick to me. But yeah, they were good people. Stay in the chat here for a sec. But yeah, let me know, guys. What's good? What's your guys' thoughts on this? You guys, pro artificial terpenes or nah? It's a stupid question, but here, check the chat here in a sec. Right there. Any shortcut will become massive because it mitigates the required work. That's true. That's true. Organic, please. Yeah, I'm with you. Pro natural. I'm with you guys. We gotta. I'm trust me. I'm with you guys. I'm very, very, very much with you guys. But like I said, it's my job to look at kind of the weird things that are happening in weed. Look at these different phenomenons. Very excited to start to release some of the home grow. Big shouts out to JMall182. Organic homegrown is where it's at. Avoid spray booth packs. I completely agree. We're gonna have a ton of. I think we're gonna be starting a whole nother channel actually. But I'm really excited to be. We've been building out this little facility for specifically home grow. We've got like 4 or 5, maybe I think we're gonna have like 6 tents, I think, total. Trying different mediums, trying different, lights. We're going to be testing out a bunch of different products for home grow. We're going to be cultivating a bunch of different genetics from different breeders, and we're going to be, showcasing, some of the work that we ended up doing here this summer. I'm excited for it. Really am. It's going to be dope. So expect that, guys. But like I said, if you guys haven't seen, any of the recent LMC YouTube videos, go check it out. We just did a really dope interview with the homie over at Dr. Smoke. His story is insane. Kansas City stand up. Shout out to Kansas City. Yeah, man, it's been really cool to learn about his story. It just, like I said, that video came out yesterday. We also got, like I said, the Chinese Mafia videos coming out in maybe 2 to 3 days from now. That one's gonna be nuts. And yeah, go check out some of the videos that we have on YouTube. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube or to our LMC / high design streaming platform, I highly recommend you do. Okay, it's literally www.highdesign.media. If you guys do that, you're going to be able to get access to a bunch of unreleased content that's only available here. Okay. And let me show you guys really quick. There's some dope stuff in here, guys. I'm telling you. Let me show you guys. So if you guys, like I said, go to www.highdesign.media or uscreen.io. You can also download our app on the Apple App Store, so you can watch on the go. You can download videos. You can download episodes, to watch, on the plane. But if you guys go here, you can also, like I said, sign up for free. You can sign up for free, or you can pay. I would recommend paying for the paid option, obviously, because you're going to get access to a number of different videos that are pretty dope. So, for example, like this video right here, this one, we're going to be putting out a couple more of these, some more of these. This right here, this one right here, these are both crazy videos, only available on the High Design streaming platform. Got a number of other ones that are unreleased that are only available on here. So, like I said, go check it out. There's a free version, like I said, and there is also, a paid version. Like I said, recommend the paid version, but go check it out, guys. High Design, www.highdesign.media. Sign up. You won't regret it. I promise you. And yeah, check out that. Check out my homies over at Yuzu Forest. They've been crushing it lately. Anyways, guys, I think I'm about to head out of here. I got to get going. Got to finish up some other videos I'm working on. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you all for rocking with me. And yeah, man, stay safe. Make sure you guys aren't smoking those spray packs. At least if you are, be aware of the consequences long term. And yeah. And shout out to Miggy from Cannabis Legalization News. Shout out to their YouTube. They've been crushing it for many years. Good friends of mine. Yep. Yeah, we got that video coming down the pipeline as well. I appreciate you all. Yuzu got that. Yeah, they do. I definitely agree there. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Fuck with me. Shout out to Yuzu. And yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Keep hustling. Keep working. Have a great day.